So this is how I've been organizing my sanders. This is kind of my sanding station, and it works okay. So in the top one, here, I'll kind of lean it in where you can see a little bit better. Maybe not. I kind of built an organizer to hold my 6-inch and 5-inch disc. It works really well. I just kind of, just scrap wood project. This holds everything in there nice and easy to get to. In the next stack, I have my Rotex and my Mercaderos. I used some Kaizen foam, laid that out. I have my 5-inch discs from Mercaderos. I've got my Rotex right here. But as you can see right now, like my cords come off. It's kind of dangling around. It's kind of frustrating to deal with. And then down low, I have my Festool DTS sander and my DTS paper. And again, it works okay. I'm at the stage of my woodworking life where I want things to be easy. So anything I can buy to make my life easier, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's where the Festool Workcenter 1000 comes into play. So we're gonna unbox this and set this up together and see how it works. So as a teaser for a future video, I did get the limited edition MFT hold down and clamping set. That's a cool little set. I'll do a video over that later. But now let's get this guy opened and see what it's about. I haven't seen a ton of information about this one. I've seen a few guys using it, but not really any like, this is what it is, this is what it does. It's one of those things, yeah, you can kind of build your own. I've done that for my track saw and CT Cyclone guy. I kind of made my own little topper for it with some hooks. I didn't really have time to build that, and this looks like a solution that's already pretty well thought out. And so cost versus benefit, time versus just spend the money. So that's kind of how I went with this. But we're gonna find out together kind of what this thing really looks like in person, because I haven't ever seen it in person. I bought this from my local Festool dealer in Austin. I don't live in Austin, but it's close enough. And I really like working with them. I really like promoting them, giving them shout outs, because it's just, they're a great small business. I paid full price for this. I'm not getting any discounts. I'd love to become like an affiliate for them one day, but that might be down the road. But definitely check out their link in the description. Tell them I sent you, all that kind of good stuff. Ta-da! Uh-oh, there's instructions. There's lots of instructions. I'm gonna have to read. Not too bad. About 2 pages of instructions. That's not bad. Alright, comes with a nice little shelf right here. And then it looks like it has, instead of a pegboard, it's kind of these square brackets. And that, I'm guessing, just kind of goes in and then locks down. That's nice. Okay, that's how that one works. We've got another box here which should be a variety of hooks. I think it comes with all the hooks. I would expect it to, but sometimes Festool's weird like that of, oh, you can buy this, but if you want the hooks, that's another $300. Got a big hook here, and then a really big old boy hook right here. You got a shelf that spins. That's cool. That locks down. That locks down. And then this guy can raise and lower. So, don't know how high it goes. Looks like that's about it. So I think the CT Cyclone will fit in here. I'll grab it in a minute and we'll see. Your Systainers, it looks like, can sit into here, but they don't actually lock in here, but you can set a Systainer on top. Before I took this off, I wanted to show you kind of what I did. Is I've got my Cyclone sitting here, and then I just built this guy that sits on top of it. When I put some hooks right there, all scrap plywood, and it works great for its intended purpose. That slides off. And then of course I've got the Cyclone here and the Systainer. And then I've just got a little power strip that I put here so I can plug in other things to it, because not everything I own is Festool. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but whenever your guy is all the way up, you can have your separator in there. And then of course, you can still put your different hooks in there. Whoops. Not that one. I can't get that one on. But yeah, that works. I'm not going to use it like that, but you can do that if you already have the Cyclone and wanted to know if this works with it. But as you can see, it is a tight fit. Not impossible at all, but it's just a tight fit. Whoa, almost died. Dying is bad. Okay, so the Workcenter does not connect with the T-lock. It connects with the old style. So it's gotta go this way. Now this does come apart and you can switch this to the other side if you wanted to, but I think I'm gonna keep it like this so I can have my hose wrap over here. I think that'll work better. But let me get all these guys flipped how I want. So you're gonna go right there and right there. Hold up. How do I do this? Ah, that's how I do it. So that's gonna go right there and lock in. There's also places where I guess you could screw this to something if you wanted to. I don't have anything I want to do that to right now, but I guess you could. Maybe you could bolt it to the top of like a MFT or something like that if you wanted to. I don't really know. Up top you have a tray. And I'm wondering if some of the Sys organizer bins will fit in there as well. I don't know. So this is a nice little thing. So if you're working with a lot of screws or something, you can get the screws you want out, and that just kind of wedges in there pretty nicely so you can have your screws right where you need them. So that's a nice little feature. I wonder if the new style works. Let me grab one of those. So this is one of the new style bins that's with the Gen 3 Systainers. And it fits, but it's way looser. The others, from the ones that fit in like the Systainer and the organizer and stuff, that's just a really nice snug fit that's not going anywhere. Not sure why they decided they had to change that. They could have just standardized around this bin and used it for everything. So you get two of these guys that go on with little set screws or T-track screws, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go ahead and get those guys kind of on, and then kind of start snugging these guys up. I think I want to slide this down a little bit, so I'm just going to put that, what, about right there, you think? You can't answer me right now, but let me know how you would set this up. So I'm assuming my hose can go like this. Yeah, okay. I like that well enough. All right, and then on the back side I have this other hook that is going to go right here. I'm sure I could figure out how to do it, but I kind of think it might work better having like something like this on the side, because it's a bigger hook than the other ones. But for now, I'm just kind of going with what the picture shows, and the great thing is, like, all this can be changed later. So I'm going to leave this one pretty high up. There we go. And then this guy, I think I'll come down a little bit more. Maybe keep that as low as it can go. And then it can go like that. So now I have a shelf that I can put in and out of the way if I need to. So this is a good time to plug two other videos of mine. I have a full review over this guy and why you want to buy the Daros 650, I believe. Yeah, you want to buy the 650 Daros. That way you can put the weighted 5-inch pad on there, so you can have two sanders for basically the price of one. really, really expensive sander. And then I also have a full video, you know, over the Rotex as well. So 3 videos now. And then I have a video comparing these two side by side, speed, finish quality. So if you're really wondering what the difference is between these two sanders and like a gear driven sander versus a really, really nice random orbit sander, check the link in the description below, and I'll put those things at the end, the cards at the end for you to see. All right, here is my Festool Workcenter 1000 setup. Not perfect, and I don't expect anything to be perfect. So this holds my DTS sander really well. I can just kind of take it, drop it in. Got a shelf right here. I don't really know what that's going to be utilized for yet, but I'm a flat surface stuff gets put on it kind of guy, so I'm sure I'll find some type of use for that. Here I've got my Sandpaper Organization. I've got my 5 and 6 inch. You can see it hits right here, but then it kind of goes past it. Again, not ideal, but I mean it's fine for what it is, and I can get, you know, any sandpaper I need relatively easily. Down here is kind of like, I don't really know what I'm going to do here with this, but you can see I've got my DTS sandpaper, and I've got kind of a dead space there. Over here I just have the shelf, because that way, you know, I'm pull out the pieces of paper I need. This will probably get a bunch of crap in it, honestly. Here is where it's not very clean looking, but it works. I've got like a little triple tap right there because these use different plugs. And then the hose is just kind of draped over the top. And that way I can grab and put on, I can grab this guy, put on the hose and get to work, or vice versa. These holes up top, I wasn't really sure what they're for, but I kind of am playing with, I kind of draped the cords through here. They're kind of out of the way. And then I'm finding, okay, I can kind of pull out the cord as I need it, come back, and then, you know, cinch that down. It doesn't look clean, but it's functioning pretty well. And then the hose goes on last. Over here, I just put some hooks on and I'm playing with it. I've got my 5-inch disc here with the wrench to change the pad on the Merca. This is an interface pad. Again, like I don't really see myself using this a lot, but we shall see. Cool thing is, like if I had sandpaper in these packages, I could just kind of stack them up right here. I don't know. So I am more than open to suggestions on this guy. I would love the feedback. This is going to be able to make it where I can just grab the sander and go instead of having to set it up every time. No, I don't think this thing's going to pay for itself in time saved very quickly, but I do think it's just going to be a more enjoyable way to use these tools. Come on, get over there. Than I currently have. So Festool CT36, Festool Rotex 150, Mercadero 650 with the 5mm stroke, Festool DTS, and a couple of Systainers. Alright guys, thanks for watching this unboxing and first impressions of the Festool Workcenter. If you like it, give me a like. If you disliked it, give me a dislike. Let me know in the comments how you would set this up and what changes you would do differently. If there's any cool mods out there that people do to these things, let me know. It's kind of hard to find some of that stuff, but I'm always interested to see, like, hey, this guy like bolted on, cut off, did all kinds of cool stuff to this. I'd love to see that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.